Hello there. Welcome on into the Digital Quill family. I guess you are the Digital Quill family. Hello there, fam. Welcome in. This is episode 39 of the Digital Quill podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. How are you doing today? And remember, when I ask that question, I'm asking it genuinely. I actually want to know how you're doing, what you're up to. Even if it's just like couch sitting or anything. Just make conversation. Don't do that alone thing that I'm used to doing. I have some special things for today's episode. And here in a minute, I'm actually trying to double check my work here to see that I am in fact on episode 30. Yep, okay, cool. Not that I haven't been practicing this with audio tests for the last whatever minutes. Excuse me while I pause the video. I have learned that I can add a pause button to this program of which that I use. OBS is strange. Very strange. And if you haven't figured it out yet, today's not a video episode. At least, not really. So, remember that video I told you guys that I would talk about? The one that I said was on my TikTok and I wanted to show it to you because you may or may not have TikTok. And downloading it and then uploading it to YouTube, by the way, is kind of a pain in the butt. It should just be cross-platform. The cloud or whatever needs to be utilized just a little bit more. But nope, today I have a little bit of a treat. I think I finally figured out how it works and how to make the audio work for us here. So this one we're going to start with.
Is it you? Have my prayers been answered? Is it really you standing there? Or do my eyes deceive me once more? Hi there, how's it going? It's been a bit. I haven't really popped out of my room there and came down here saying, "Good morning, everybody!" It's 11:05. I don't know quite how morning it is for everyone, considering I know quite a few of you who are nowhere near the Arizona coast.
So that's how you pause it. And that's good to know. Okay. So, I think more importantly, the description here is what's better to pay attention to. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. I hate allergies and congestion with a passion. Anyway, I think it's important to note that sometimes my hands hurt a little bit. I occasionally have problems with my pinkies and just typing a lot because it's a lot of work. So I started utilizing my text-to-speech on my phone because I'm like, you know what? If that stupid newfangled AI stuff is going to get any better, it can at least listen to me type or listen to me and type out like a freaking transcriber. I'll keep my creativity. It doesn't get my creativity as much, hopefully because it's just an input to output device kind of AI, but nope, it still sucks. It doesn't understand grammar very well. There's like a lowercase p, it's awful. So if you see any of these, I'm probably gonna just mention in my descriptions that I'd use text-to-speech until I can find a better program. I'm sure there's one out there, but I need to protect my hands and stuff and preventative measures so I don't have to cut this danged pinky off my finger. But back to the video.
Which is what I would be saying if California officially finally broke off the U.S. continent and decided to fall into the ocean, becoming second Hawaii, giving Arizona beachfront property, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I'm going to need some geologists and earth people to let me know in the comments below. Yes, I'm calling upon you. Oh, moment. Gotta get the leg covered on. Hi, I'm showing too much leg for my liking. What the hell? I like how it stayed there without falling over, and then
So these videos are kind of like good morning affirmation videos. They range from anywhere from like 3 minutes to almost 10 minutes, and sometimes I use the whole timer long. They're kind of like a weird take, my weird take on the positive affirmation videos I've seen other people do, where they have like a very specific format, and I'm kind of like, I can't do that. I really, really wish I could. And maybe I can, but like, anytime I try to, well, my mother put it best. Life happens while you're making plans to live it. And that can be the simplest explanation for a lot of things, especially when it comes to just routine in general. I like learning new things. I like trying new things. I like experimenting, and I like figuring things out. I like asking questions. So like, I can't do the same thing over and over again. I can't. I really, like, I can do some of the same thing over again. I can do the idea, the theme of the same thing over and over again. But like, to do what some of you are able to do, I mean this, and like I said the other day, I think on social media or something, but like, maybe it was here. But I mean this with like all the love and respect in the world. Those of you who can do the same thing all the time and like just do the same thing all the time, you're monsters, but like in such like a good way. Like, I'm like not terrified of you, like, oh my god, I'm so afraid of you, but I meant like, you're like a force to be reckoned with in a way, and it's neat. I like watching the people who are able to do that. I don't know what all the behind the scenes are, if it takes them a long time to get into character or act or whatever, but like, or what it is, but it's cool. I like that we have differences as humans. It's like something to learn from, something to explore with. I'm gonna keep going on this because I could talk all damn day and we will never get through this video.
what is gravity? Why do we have that? It's hot and dusty as hell today. Please send prayers for Arizona, because I looked out the window this morning as part of my normal everyday routine. Are we blowing up yet? No? Cool. I'll look out. Oh my god! Haboob! We're literally in the middle of a fucking dust storm, and like, I can't see the mountains. Step outside, it feels like you're stepping outside into an oven. That's cool. I'm glad I work from home. Sorry to all the blue collar and outside workers and people who have to drive to their jobs. I'm sorry. Can I have your job instead? I don't want to be here. And also, I don't make enough money. Which is why I need monetary support and sponsorships, and to somehow magically crack the algorithmic code of the social media? Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Crack the algorithmic code of social media. I'll get there. Probably after I'm dead, but I'll get there. Please pray for us, because it looks like it's cloudy outside. It's not, it's just dust. Does that mean that a real monsoon might come soon? And I pray, oh my God, do I pray. I pray every single day. Please rain. Please rain. Please. Sorry. My goblin power modes have been activated today because I lied. I'm not recording 2 episodes this week. I don't have the mental spoon energy. I should be focusing on reading in my book and not doom scrolling and not all the shit that I do when it comes to recording podcasts, because meow. Because meow is not a reason, but it's my reason. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, whatever it is. I am glad you are here right now experiencing life with me. Guess my face got thinner, according to my gym partner. So that's interesting. I definitely see it in my shoulders, so... And eventually... Oh my god. Where'd you come from? What the fuck? Huh. Guess I could probably punch somebody out if I wanted to. Just gonna put those away.
If you can't tell, I am greatly amused by the fact that my muscles are starting to appear after gymming at the gym for, at this point, like 2 or 3, maybe 4 weeks now. I'm gonna need some help on that one. When did we start? But yeah, I'm greatly amused by the fact that my muscles are coming in. And I'm like... I do subscribe to the belief that movement is good for you. I understand I've been on it longer than 10 minutes. Go away. Thank you, though, for keeping me healthy. But yeah, I do kind of sort of subscribe to the belief that movement is really good for you. And I understand not everybody... I don't know why I did that twice. I understand not everybody is able to move in all the fancy ways that, you know, people can move, right? That's one of the things that I want to emphasize kind of sort of a little bit is don't worry about all that. You don't need to walk, talk, dress, live the exact same way as anybody else, but the way you want to. What feels good to you? And I don't mean like focus solely so much on pleasure that you forget morale or anything else. I mean focus on the things that bring you the pleasure and the joy that you need to sustain yourself in order to be able to keep that energy bouncing. You know that saying, how misery breeds company? Well, the opposite is true. If you smile, there is a 5% chance, and this is just my statistics, this is not without any research, there's a 5% chance of an increase that someone else around you is going to smile. If you laugh, there's a 5% increase, maybe even 10% increase chance that someone else around you will also laugh. Misery may breed company, or misery may love company, or whatever the heck it is. But happiness is also contagious. And I don't want to sound like joy is the only purpose. Because it's not. It's not to me. It's not the only purpose to me. But it's a good place to start if you don't know where to start with purpose. Start with joy. Start with inner peace. Start with what makes sense to you. I can tell you what makes sense to me. I can tell you all damn day, but I don't want to focus on that because I know that. At least I don't want to focus so much on that we forget that you need to focus on that too. Purpose. Because it might hurt to be here. And it might feel lonely or isolated or scary. You might not know what to do. You might be stuck. You might feel trapped. You might not feel free. You might not feel like you can use your freedom and free will. You might not feel like you have a choice. I can tell you right now, you make a choice every single day. Every single one of us. We all make a choice every single day. And that one choice, that first choice that we make every single day that's pretty much universal on some level, whether or not the reason for it is the same, is we choose to wake up. We get up in the morning, we open our eyes. Maybe we don't open our eyes for the whole day, maybe we wake up and go back to bed. But we wake up. That's a start. That's a pretty damn good start if you're asking me. So yes, I want to emphasize the self-importance. Find what matters to you. Find what inspires you. Find what helps you feel alive. Or at least some semblance of whole. Oh hey, that's locked now too. That's interesting. Let's see what that looks like. So that's what that looks like. Okay. So let's see what that looks like. Get the free Substack app to unlock this post. Or send email. Okay, so which email should I use that I haven't already used? Maybe? Maybe. I have to unsubscribe to that shit later. I am gonna do it on my end. You do not need to know how many unread emails I have from mostly spam. It's a lot. Damn it. Sorry. They're one of the creators I follow over the JVB or BG BV the Blake V Baldoni stuff is live right now, and I wanted to see that because interesting. Wrong email. That's why I don't have that one on my phone. Blah blah blah. Aha! Let's see if this will work. There it is. Okay, so while I have you here, we're gonna go back here. Am I gonna have to log in again? Yes. Fantastic. That's fantastic. It used to keep me logged in, but not anymore. QR scanned successfully. 50K to cousins, post the caption, pray none of my enemies hold me captive. Nope. Sorry. We're gonna mute. What's up? How's it going? I mean, matey, you ready to sail the 7 seas? Yeah. 34 is just recorded. And now I get to de-pirate myself. Arg. Who lives in the desert dying of heat. Apparently it might rain today. I'm not holding out hope. I like that I was able to incorporate different ideas for this outfit.
fine motor skills. What are you? Oh my god, it's 12:47. A fucking
I amuse myself on a daily, and that's probably one of the reasons why I actually might be clinically insane. I just got a text from my co-host. You guys know the one, right? Well, if you haven't listened to the last Four Reels episode with Jonathan, Four Reels, episode 36, then you might want to, because funding a small town community like area with Chick-fil-A or some type of like franchise business is actually kind of like a really good idea. Anyway, when he was talking about that, I was like, oh, you might be onto something here. And then he was like facts and figures like explaining me, and I'm like, oh, I might need to do some more research on that. And that's actually a good point. I should put that in my notes to research. Tired. If you are not on TikTok and you don't have like the ability to see the weird affirmation videos, where I kind of just like, it's like a mini podcast of the podcast, just a little more TikTok aimed. This is generalized because even though I'm only on Substack, Spotify, and YouTube right now, I am slowly working on trying to get over to other sites and also somehow manage to get my video episodes uploaded to the Spotify, because Things Beyond Sound has video episodes on Spotify. Why don't I? Also, so does like most, if not, no, all of the podcasts I listen to have video episodes. If they have video episodes up on Spotify, why not me? How did I... I don't know what I'm doing. Send help. I'd rather just FO or FAFO. Is that it? Did I do that right? Yes, I think so. I'd rather do that than like research, because there's a lot of information. It's not like the old internet where there was like 20 things and actual knowledge, but now it's all either gate-kept, convoluted, fake, bullshit, some form of fake and bullshit combined, or just, I don't know. I take everything I see online with a grain of salt. Absolutely everything. I'd rather just do the thing with my own two hands and eyeballs, hear the thing with my own eyes or ears, and then like, I don't think that makes sense, but that's just my take on things. Most of my things are my takes on things. Perspective is kind of everything in a weird way. I need to check the Discord for a moment to see if I have a message back. I do not. Not yet. Soon. Today I am recording 2 episodes. Today this one goes out later today, and tonight's will go out tomorrow. I'm not used to recording in the evening. It will probably be a shorter episode, mainly due to life and stuff. It won't be like my typical 2-hour long episode with the guest, probably. But that's also mostly because I want to get through the first one quick, break the ice myself, because I feel like it helps me to do the lack of video thing first, and then do the video thing as the second episode with the guest. Because, like, anxiety, really bad, terrible, horrible anxiety, and trying to figure out tools that help me with that crutch. And I really hate 47. It's a number that keeps plaguing me. Anytime I'm like, oh hey, I'm not gonna see it for a while, and then I'm like looking at my desktop or something, and it flashes in the corner of my eye. It's like, why? What do you want from me? I know it's my birth time, but what do you want from me? I mean it. In any video where I talk about numerology, I don't want to subscribe to that crap. Someone who already has? You tell me. If you were in my shoes and you were me, which I guess is kind of hard, help. I can't do this alone. I can't do any of this alone, actually. I need input and ideas, because mine are great to myself, but that's it. Like, I like community-based ideas. I don't like so self-internalized ideas. I've had to figure me out, figure out what I want, or at least half of what I want, figure out half of what I want to do, but 25:58. All right, here we are, second episode of the week. This was episode 39, I'm pretty sure, of the Digital Quill podcast. Let me make sure, because I'm me. Yep, I am right once again. Keep second guessing myself. You can see where my confidence lies today. There will be no links in the description today. Just refer to other episodes or tomorrow's episode. I wasn't done talking about the earlier thing. Okay, right. Tonight's guest is a VTuber, but also a chef, or aspiring chef, prior chef. They're just chef. I know a few chefs, and those are some chefs are some of my most favorite types of people to want to get to know and like explore and pick the minds of, because I'm just like, you cook food or you want to cook food just to cook food because you love the art or the intensity of it, and I'm like, yes, tell me more, because I am somewhat of a food person myself, and I am on a mission to find the best flavors in the world, because that is entirely subjective what the best flavors are. But like for me, like I want to find my best palate. Like, who's gonna do that? Who's gonna help me find the best palate? What chefs, what dishes, what snacks, what cuisine, like what art is gonna help me continue to love food? Because there have been times where I can't, and then I've had a dish either someone's made, I've made, or something, and I'm like, oh, that's right, that's what food's about. It's about coming together. It's about like art. It's about love. And I'm like, that can't really hate it then. But like, from like a critique standpoint, I don't know. I don't like critique in such a harsh way. It's more like a constructive criticism critique. I don't think that makes sense, but whatever. I hardly ever really feel like I make sense, and people tell me I do, and I'm like, okay, good, because I think I did too, but there have been times when my communication was not there at all. It still sometimes isn't, but we're working on that. Have you done any breathing today? And also, when it comes to the exercise thing, I was trying to get to the point of, even if you have limited mobility or something to that effect, do what you can. Do what feels good to you. Like, if you can roll your shoulders, curl your toes, lift up your legs even a little bit here and there, something, anything. Roll your neck, stand up every now and again, anything, just any little tiny movement instead of entirely just sitting still. It both broke my heart and scared me to watch my mother just not do anything that I knew she was capable of. She just slowly stopped, and then I don't know what it's like now, but I would imagine that after just slowly stopping, your body probably doesn't like that very much. And it's either A, super very hard to get back to it, or B, I'd rather not think about B. I'd rather think about people being happy and healthy and feeling good in their own skin. Their own meat suit. Their own weird mortal vessel thing. I'd rather think about that than the alternative. And to think about that, we can do things to help that happen. Not the alternative, but the happy, healthy thing. I want to make that clear. The happy, healthy alternative, or the happy, healthy thing, not the alternative thing, which I don't want to talk about. But I'm sure you get. Happy, healthy, safe, at peace, love, always love. Loud neighbors. Why? Or everything's just really loud to me right now. I haven't figured that out yet. I've actually deduced that I might be overstimulated again. And I'm wondering if it's like a thing where I don't realize I'm overstimulated and I am, and then I get overstimulated, and that's what happens, and that's what high functioning overstimulation is, because meow? Well, not meow, but meow. Is that why stimming increases? Maybe. Guess overstimulation would make sense. I don't know. Welcome to Therapy with Mars. Jesus Christ. Food. Food sounds good. Food. Food. What time is it? Oh yeah. That time. There's not a 47. I just want to note. Even though it's very likely that the next time I look at the... Sorry. It's something I'm currently fixated on, mostly because I think it's more so fixated on me. I don't know. I keep trying to, decide, am I just purposefully creating it, manifesting it, or is it actually haunting me? And I have some eyewitness encounters where it is haunting me. World Market was fun. If you know, you know. Also, can I just say, since I saw the pause button again, that I'm just really happy and proud of myself that I figured out how to add the pause button so I could pause this recording whenever I wanted, and now I just realized I'm at 33 minutes, and I think I might have covered everything I wanted to. And, two quick things, long things about the VTuber who's going to be on the show later tonight. They are VTuber, they are chef, they are a very cool human being. I will have their VTuber thingy hopefully possibly added in the description, and hopefully possibly it'll end up being the thumbnail. Since it's probably going to be a shorter episode due to my own time restraints, I am gonna instruct you to hopefully potentially check out their live stream. Since this episode comes out before that one airs, I'm going to add their Twitch. That is the only thing I will add in this description, because this is the video that's going out in literally less than an hour once I hit done record or stop recording. And I will have that in the description, so I'm pretty sure they go live every night. Or not every night, they have a schedule, but I get the emails almost every night, so possibly we'll see. Follow them, like them, do whatever that Twitch stuff is. I am going to be hopping into the world minimally, and I might actually do that this weekend, so hopefully, potentially, I will see you guys live this weekend on Twitch. But go follow Aether. I think I said that correctly. Aether? I love that name. I love the way it looks. It's so ethereal, but like dwarven ethereal. I don't know how to explain that. I like it though. But yep, that is tonight's guest. I'm excited because VTuber chef, I'm going to ask so many food related questions. And also, I should ask a lot of VTuber questions because I am considering going into VTubing a little bit as kind of like, not like a full thing, but like a side thing, because on days where I just don't want to be on camera, or when it involves certain types of promoting, I could be like, hey, this is blah, I don't know. I like the idea, and I've considered it in the past, like before doing the podcast and before becoming a blogger. I might actually have an idea on what to do, and they may be able to help. They've already been such an integral part on my like Discord community and other stuff, and oh my god, I'm gonna end up doing that thing, aren't I? Where I just endlessly gush and thank them and like praise them. I'll try to keep it cool, but I can already feel the like pride and like the what's it called? Not like quite an idolization, but like they're doing something cool and something that's entirely them, and like I appreciate that, and like having them a part of my projects is really, 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 I've already learned a lot from the human, and that's like what I like so much about interacting with other humans, is learning from them. Like, I don't care how terrible and awful our experience is. If I learn something from you, you were one of the best experiences. Like, all bad experiences aside, I learned something from you. That's so cool to me. I love learning. That's like sidestepping before I end this 39th episode. Dreamlight Valley. Fuck that game. But I am going to add some hours to it today, because I need to for the star path. Want to for the star path. Don't need to per se. Don't need to do anything for that game. Anyway, there was the Storybook Veil DLC, which just had an update, and maybe I'll stream that. Maybe I'll stream that to make the butt of the game easier to bear. The butt of the game easier to bear. Is that a saying? Did I just make that up? Did I just combine two sayings on accident? Because I do that a lot. Damn it. But when they released Storybook Veil, which is by far one of the best DLCs, I can't wait to see what money grabbing, amazing, magical thing they're gonna have next. Sorry, cynicism. But they had the Lore Keeper outfit, and I had to get the Lore Keeper outfit mostly because of how like cool it looked. 47. And I like learning a lot. I like learning so much that it hurts sometimes, because if I'm not learning anything, I check out. It was a trend I learned very early on in my work history with like my first like 3 or 4 jobs. If I stopped learning in that job and there was like literally nothing else to learn, and I couldn't push them like to let me go up more, to learn more, I was like, all right then, bye. Because how enriching of an environment. We are not growing and learning on any level. How nice. It's starting to kind of feel like that one song. I'm starting to feel like a rat trapped in a cage. Fuck that. Personally, for me, god damn it, 47 again. Fuck that. I don't know about you. You do you, boo-boo, of course. But, like, me, I need to learn. I need to grow. I am a plant. The learning is my nutrients. It helps me. Anyway, that's my time, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your whatever. Be safe, drink water, breathe, do a little movement here and there, shimmy. A shimmy a day keeps therapy away. I don't know. That's not accurate. Do not take that advice, please. Thank you for staying tuned for all 40 minutes of episode 39 of the Digital Quill podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. I hope you guys have a fantastic whatever. Join the Digital Quill Discord, check out the other links, and for sure check out Twitch with Aether. I hope I'm saying that correctly. They will be joining us later this evening for episode 40 of the Digital Quill podcast. Wow, that's convenient. 40 minutes in and 40. Goodbye.